This journey I'm on is about helping others find love and happiness in all forms, to recognize their own inner wisdom by discovering themselves and unlocking clarity. See, you were chosen to live your best life, so trust your intuition, listen carefully, see beyond the now, feel the powerful energy inside you. I'm here to show you that joy is the key. Welcome to Why You Tarot for readings all about you. Hello, you guys! It is your girl Sunshine here to another one. Yes, how are you, my boos? I missed you guys as always, as usual. Welcome back to Why You Tarot for readings all about you. I'm so excited to be doing a money and career reading. Today we are doing the Can group. So my cancels. So let's see. So the first question I had asked was, what's blocking you from achieving your full potential when it comes to your money and career? So the first two cards that came out is self-indulgent and dependent. Now, there's something that you're fixated on. There's something where you feel as if you need this in order to be successful. Now, if you look at the card, she's actually holding a phone in her hand. Now, normally, like in a love reading, I would have said, like, this person is constantly waiting for the other person to text back, or to call them, to just reach out to them, to show them that they care, because then if they text back, then it means that they love them, or whatever. Like, it's just kind of a fixed energy. But this is a love reading. So what I feel from that, it could be kind of related to love, in a sense of maybe feeling as if that you need a partner, and once you have a partner, then boom, you can do anything you want. You'll have the inspiration, you'll have the confidence, and if anything goes wrong, they'll be there to back you up. Or it's just a sense of feeling that you need just something outside of you, to just kind of give you that boost of confidence. It's like almost like you don't feel that you can find it within. You feel as if that you have to find it from something outside of you to really help you push through. And it's kind of something that you resort back to. I feel like it's something that you kind of do often. You've been doing it often. You may have not realized that you were doing it for some of you, but it's been happening. It's a dependent energy. It's depending on something other than yourself. Okay. Like, even like example, some people, like, they're so dependent on their phone, they can't put their phone in a corner without feeling this anxiety, or feeling this detachment, this anxiety of, like, it's almost like losing a kid to them. Like, it's like their kid's gone off to school and they're like, oh my god, but to them it's really just a phone. I know I just compared a kid to a phone, and I know. But to that person, that's how intense it feels, okay? I'm not saying that a kid and a phone is equivalent, okay? Don't miss my words. But what I'm trying to say is the fact of that some people can be so attached to their devices that they can feel as if it's almost like if having that detachment away from a person or something. So I just feel as if that there's something outside of you that you feel you need, in order for you to go and pursue your career and go for it. Now, with the next set of cards that came out, I had asked, what action can you take right now to help you further your career, and your money? And the two cards that came out was drink tea, and then we also have here read a book. Now, what I like about these two cards in relation to each other is taking time to kind of step away, taking time to kind of just be with you. When you're reading a book, you're not worrying about, the text messages or the phone calls or what happened at work or this or that and what's going on with the family. You're in that book, you're in that moment. And with drink that tea card, I also feel that it's like the same thing. Like, when you take time to just, before you even indulge in anyone else's chaos when you wake up in the morning, just take some time to just have a cup of tea alone and just be with you. And I like that they said tea instead of, like, water or just like a drink, because with tea, it's hot, okay? So you have to take your time to drink it slow. You can't just gobble it all up, in one shot. So it's like, take that time to have that stillness, that mindfulness, that alone time. Now, with reading a book, also what I like about this card is the fact of reading a book can bring you into so many different dimensions, fantasies, universes, ideas, perspectives. Like, oh my, like it's so many different things that you can get from a book. It can inspire you. It can, really show you another person's point of view, can, take you away from your current world. And I feel like that's what you kind of need right now. Like you need that kind of social detox, in a sense, just kind of getting away from everyone and everything and just having that me time. So I say you combine the both, make a cup of tea and read your book, and just have that time. And it doesn't matter what it is. It can be, a documentary. It can be, some juicy, something. Just find time to read something, okay? And I don't mean like social media, like actually read something, unless it's like on a website or something like that. But try your best to make it a book. Just anything. It doesn't have to be for too long. It can be 5 minutes. It can be 10 minutes. Just a little time to just kind of get away from the world, because I feel like sometimes we can get so caught up in what's going on around us, that we can get so caught up in all the things that we have to do, that we haven't done, that we need to do, and all that we forget to just kind of give us some alone time, some peaceful energy of just not thinking about anything, not worrying about anything, and just being still and in the now. Okay, and really enjoying that, because I really feel like the emphasis on these cards is finding ways to just be alone with you and be okay and be content with that, and not needing anyone else, around. And could you, I'm not saying that you're not the type of person where you need someone always, because you could be, very independent, but what I'm saying is, maybe maybe in your pack you're the person that everyone goes to when they need help or advice or something like that. Just having that time where you're not reachable. Where it's just, this is just your time, you in the universe, you in that book, you in that tea. That's it. Like, just having that moment. There's going to be so much power that comes from it. Now, the next set of cards that came out here, is when it comes to your chakra and the crystals, is we have here the third eye chakra, which is the tourmaline. If you can have time to definitely find that crystal or get that crystal, will be definitely, I hope you can see it, will be definitely beneficial for you, if you can get it. If not, it's okay. There's a lot of third eye chakra meditations, healing practices, and stuff that you can do as well to help strengthen it. Now, the card itself says trust. Trust your intuition. It is in contact with your higher source of knowledge. A lot of times we will get impulses, ideas, thoughts, no idea where it came from, or no idea if it's right sometimes, but you'll just have these impulses. And what's going to happen is, the more that you get into this mindful energy, this alone time, those more and more you're going to get this knowledge. And it's coming from your intuition. And Spirit's trying to say is, trust those nudges. Trust that information, because it's going to help you on your journey. You're asking certain questions and the answers are coming. They may not come in those moments, but they're coming to you. So if you're not paying attention, you could brush it off and ignore it and miss that opportunity. So take time to definitely listen to that. Now, the next card that came out is the root chakra, and the crystal is the garnet. So in regards to this one, it says security. To feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. Now, I want to talk back about the dependent card, okay? Because this card is talking about security and feeling that you have a deeper connection, feeling more secure, feeling more safe. And whatever this thing is you're dependent on, it's almost like it gives you that safe, that like everything's gonna be okay, like the courage you needed. And Spirit's saying, instead of depending on that, connect more in nature. Go out into the forest, the park, go for a walk. If you have a backyard, go in your backyard, it doesn't have to be for long, it doesn't have to be that quite, that distance. Like, even if you're going to work, maybe like 5 minutes you stop somewhere before you go. or after your shift, depending on whenever your shift is, right? Finding time to connect with nature is going to give you a lot of insights, because Mother Nature has so much wisdom and so much lessons that she can teach you. And a lot of times we're always coming in and out. We're not focusing on just staying there and enjoying, the beautiful birds and the wind or the sun on our skin. We're always like, running to the grocery store, running from the grocery store to the car or to the bus or to this, to that. We don't actually take the time to enjoy it. So Spirit is saying is to actually make you feel more secure, to actually give you the security that you are looking for. The more that you connect and deepen your connection with nature, the more that you're going to have that come into you, okay? So when it comes to the Ancestor cards, the card that came out, Ancestor advice, the card that came out is the Knight. Beware, beware, wow. I was supposed to say be brave and honest. And the next card is the Eagle. See from a higher perspective. Give me 1 second. Needed water. So for the Knight card, I really like this card because I feel like the moment you lose or stop looking for this thing to be dependent on and start being more dependent with yourself, the braver you become, the more confident you become, the more strength that you have. When you think about a knight has to go out into war, okay? I'm not saying you're going out to war, but like a knight has to go out into war, okay? A knight has to go out there and be fierce and, and defend the castle, defend the kingdom. And they have to be brave. They can't do this. And when it comes to the honest part, it's like they know where their strengths are and their weaknesses. They know who from the pack they can depend on and who they can't. They know what they need to do. And I just feel as if that it's time for you to find more love within you too, because at the back of the card there's a couple of roses, yes, but only one is blossomed and bloomed. And for me as a reader, the one rose is all about that unconditional love, that pure love. And I just feel like it's time for you to find that within you. It's time for you to find that pure love and find more ways to be dependent on yourself instead of all these other things. With the Eagle card, it says see from a higher perspective. A lot of times we only look from what we know. We don't really take the time to step back and look at other person's shoes or other person's perspective, another person's, viewpoint, and we just go about our business. Personally, if you're ever going through a challenging situation, stuck at a problem, need a solution, try just being there in the moment. Be like, you know what? Because remember, there's people around you where you kind of know their thought pattern. You know how they kind of think. So what I like to do personally is I will be there. I'll be like, okay, so this is how I would do it. Okay, how would mom do it? Okay, how would my brother do it? Okay, how would my best friend do it? How would, this person do it? How would that person do it? How would my boss? How this, how that? Like, whoever okay, enough. Ask yourself, if they were in that shoes, how would they react to the situation? Don't necessarily have to ask them. If you want to ask them, cool. Ask them if you want. But if you didn't want them to know what you're doing, you can just do my method. And what I love by that is it really helps you see how closed off your thought pattern is sometimes in certain subjects, especially when you have emotional attachments to it. Also, it helps you kind of create different sparks in your minds of different avenues to go. Like, say example, you're going straight and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know I could have went left. Think about it. There's so many, say you're going to a destination of somewhere, right? You're going to the store. There's so many different routes that you could take. And the route that you're taking could take you maybe 20 minutes, but maybe your best friend knows a route that can take you 5 minutes. Why not go the 5-minute route? You know what I mean? So but it would have taken you the time to ask or say, hey, do you know of a different way to get here or a different method? And it's the same thing for anything else. So I really do feel with see from a higher perspective is to kind of see from other people's viewpoints, see from another thing. Like when you feel like you're frustrated about a situation or stuck, try to see from another view, because it's going to help you get more clarity. It's going to help you really make a better decision on what to do next as well. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to see how can you find more material success to help you in your money and career. What can you do? What last information, just to close out this reading, do you need to hear to help you find more material success? For the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for the collective Cancers. Let's see. How can you find more material success? Wow, we have the Lovers card coming out, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Six of Cups coming out. Now, these cards came all twisted up and turned. Nothing really wanted to come upright, to be honest. So I feel as if there's a lot of resistance. There's a lot of fighting to find balance, to really go after what it is that you love. You're having a hard time seeing clearly, having a hard time really making a true decision of what you want to do. I also feel like there's these negative talks that are in your mind. Like when you look at the Two of Swords, there's two birds and they're both talking in her ear. Both of them are telling her stuff. Both of them are telling her negative stuff. No one's telling her the right thing to do. And she doesn't know which way to go. She's trying to actually feel her way out of it. If you look here, she's picked up the sand and then she's releasing it. And I feel like it's like she's learning how to get out of this energy, how to step away from that negative talk, that negative voice, because the best thing that she can do is find more balance, to go after more of what she loves to do with confidence, with fierceness. Like, it's like when you love a person, when you truly love a person, you'll do anything to stay with that person, to be with that person, to pursue it. But when it comes to our career and our money and our purposes, for some reason we don't go through it. We don't go to it with that same emphasis, that same energy. For some reason, a lot of us will just kind of tiptoe at it. But when it comes to a person that we love, we will jump through hoops. Majority of the time people will. Okay, don't attack. But to be honest, I just feel as if there's something that you have, a talent that you had for a long time, something from childhood, something, since you were born, okay? I really do feel like there's something that you've had and you kind of, a talent you've grown up with. Something that's unique, that only you have. You built a bond with it. That's where you need to pursue. That's where you need to go. That's where your actual cup of love and happiness and abundance when it comes to money, that's where you need to go. But before you get there, you need to be able to trust your intuition, understand that you are strong enough to get there on your own without anyone's help technically, okay? And be able to quiet the noise of those negative voices. And will help you quiet the noise of negative voices is finding more ways of being balanced, finding more ways of, keeping yourself in alignment. Because the more that you can do that, the sooner you can get past this little turmoil of this dependent energy that you have here. And anytime you feel stuck, anytime you feel like you can't go on or whatever, go back to the idea of, what would so-and-so do? Or, and it doesn't have to necessarily be a person that you know. It could easily be someone like, out there in social media, oh, what would Will Smith do? What would Kevin Hart do? What would Beyonce do in this moment? Whoever you look up to, whoever you know of, just ask yourself, what would they do in that moment? Even though you may not be 100% right of knowing what they would do, just put it out there and just try. and try to do it for another person's avenue. So if you get to the decision, okay, Kevin Hart would, probably tell himself a joke and then brush himself off and then go anyways. Do it. After you've gotten to the decision of that's what the person would do it. Try it. Because if you don't, there's this saying where it's just like, you can't go out into the world expecting change by doing the same thing. Okay, I know I butchered the quote, but it's pretty much the gist of it. Like, you can't think that things are going to change if you keep repeating the same patterns and keep doing the same things. In order to have change, you have to change. It's how it works. So in order for you to build up more confidence and go through this and not be dependent on whatever this is, and no tea, no shades, everyone has their moments when they're dependent on things. Okay, it's okay when you come to that point, but what I'm trying to say is that this is keeping you at a lower level, and you are meant to go at a higher level where you only have yourself to be dependent on, where you have the confidence, you're brave, you're strong, you're fierce, and you're fabulous. Okay? Guys, we are gonna leave it at that. I do wish you all the best. Until next time, it's your girl Sunshine. Deuces. Oh my god, thank you guys for all the love and support. Remember to hit that bell so you're always keeping up with the latest. Check out YU Tarot for all readings all about you. Social media, we got Instagram, our website, Facebook, you name it, we got it. Listen, honestly, I started YU Tarot so seekers can have a source for readings all about them, where they can learn to prosper through love and light and find wisdom that they are seeking. Now, it can be in just one word that I say, or it can be the whole damn video. Thank you all for the love and support. I really appreciate it. See you in the next one.